2-3-4 Metro State taking on GCU here at the Ice Center at the Promenade. Metro State, GCU coming up shortly here. Price Productions, mic check, 1-2-3-4.
Hey everybody, I'm Drew Galliard here with Captain TJ McLeod. Teach, great weekend so far. Tough one last night. Can you kind of walk us through the game last night after getting that big win on Friday and dropping a tough one in Northeastern on Saturday?
Sure. Yeah, yesterday was a little bit of a tough one. We didn't play our best, but we were competing as best as we could. Kind of got through the entire game. Third period, we were picking it up a little bit. Then just a couple tough penalty calls kind of turned into a couple bad mistakes, and then they capitalized on it. I mean, they're a good team. They're fast. They're competitive. But I think overall that was good momentum that we needed to build up until today. So
watching you guys last night, Northeastern was a team that loved to play hard, finished every check. I know Brady talked about that in the pregame as well. Does that physicality take a toll on you here in Game 3 of a 4-game and 4-day set?
It definitely can, especially a team like that when they are finishing every hit, like waking up a little sore the next day, your bruised body feels a little bit achy, but that's just kind of part of the game. That's something that you have to deal with whenever you step on the ice, and you should know better. So, yeah.
A long weekend like this, you try your best to maintain your rituals, your routines. Kind of walk us through your pregame routine here for us coming into the game today.
Well, I always start off with what's on my shirt. Nice little Rain Total Body Fuel, shout out. Pregame routine stays pretty consistent. I try to eat the same stuff, wear the same clothes, warm up the same, kind of go through the motions of everything so that my body feels okay and ready to go. So
awesome. And coming into this game here today, this afternoon, kind of a big one. You're playing GCU.
Yeah.
A little bit of history there going back to last season. Very competitive team,
yeah.
and kind of safe to say that it's going to be a pretty intense game.
Yeah.
What's your game plan going into that?
Well, we know they're a little scrappy. They pretty much finish every hit. They like to play greasy and be a little bit bad in terms of their behavior, but going into it, like, we got to anticipate the dip. They're very good at moving the puck. They're a fast team, so we got to be okay with playing defense, but when we get our opportunities, we got to capitalize on that. So that's kind of the game plan going forward.
And last question for you here, TJ. I know we're planning on doing senior night tonight, recognizing all the outgoing seniors. You spent your career here at Metro State. Can you just kind of give us a little recap of your time here with the Roadrunners?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a second home to me. Every single day that I come in the locker room, I have fun. I'm surrounded by people every day that always have my back and are asking me how I'm doing. So it's kind of like another family to me. Definitely going to be tough when it's over, but I'm happy that I was here. So,
well, we appreciate you here. Captain TJ McLeod. I almost called you TJ Tynan. I've been doing that all weekend. But Captain TJ McLeod here. Appreciate your time and good luck here this afternoon.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Ice Center at the Promenade here in Westminster, Colorado. Day number 3 of the BMHC Classic. This one's going to be a good one. Metro State taking on Grand Canyon University here in Westminster. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Drew Galliard, producing for me normally on camera, and she's producing for me here today. Claire Kostelnick on camera for this afternoon. We have Isaiah Cordova and also Courtney Whitlow's here. She's brand new to the broadcast team. Glad to have her here. She's going to be helping out a little bit for the rest of the season and moving on into next year. And happy to have her on board. And welcome in, everybody, for this one. These two teams have history going back to last season. Faced each other in regionals, and it was a little bit feisty, a little testy to say the least, and it's going to be a good one here this afternoon as Metro State coming in after dropping a tough one last night, 2-1 against the Northeastern Huskies, and trying to get back in the win column here as Metro did beat University of Cal Berkeley on Friday night, 5-2, excuse me. And that game last night, very physical, very tough. Northeastern is a team that finished checks, and as you heard in that pregame interview that we had with Captain TJ McLeod, that they're a little sore. You know, it's a tough matchup. Always playing a team like that, always finishing checks and everything like that. And like I said, kind of unfortunate that they lost that game last night. Metro played extremely well, and looking to rebound here this afternoon. Let's get you these starting lineups here for these two squads. We'll start with GCU. On forward, you're going to have Braden Olson, number 4, Ethan Poole, number 87, and Nicholas Bradley, number 97, as the starting front three. Back on the blue line, Luke Busher, number 8, and Wyatt Schmitz, number 72, for Grand Canyon. And in between the pipes, the 6'4", 200-pound Quinn Klaber from Lakevilla, Illinois. He's going to be backstopping there for the Antelopes. For Metro State, the usual suspects getting the start here tonight. TJ McLeod on left wing, Jackson Tillinghast at center, and Mason Labulio on right wing. Back on defense, we have number 4, Braden Piper, and number 14, Cale Hall. And in between the nets, Patrick Loeffler. I think I'd get that right by now. Yeah, I don't know. Well, don't give me that look, Claire. I called our captain, TJ Tynan, today, although that was definitely a compliment, as TJ Tynan, great hockey player for the Colorado Eagles up north here. Heading into this weekend, again, apologies ahead of time. We don't have the full updated stat sheets from this weekend, but kind of take you through what Metro State has done so far up until this week. I do know for sure that TJ McLeod sitting with 9 points. He got a couple of goals on Friday night, could have had a couple more. So he moves into second in the goal category behind Jackson Tillinghast, and with 17 overall points. Only goal scorer yesterday was, I believe, Cooper Peterson, and that's Peterson's 7th goal of the year, his 18th point. As these two teams getting ready to wrap up, it is senior night here as well, and we'll take you through the seniors as they come out. We're going to have a little pregame ceremony here after warm-ups here in about a minute and a half or so. So we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you back here for senior night and talk about all our outgoing seniors. And obviously, still have a few games left, but we'll take a quick break and we'll talk to them after. Welcome back in, everybody, to the Ice Center at the Promenade here, getting ready for senior night. Head coach Brady Reynolds out on the ice on the microphone, introducing our outgoing seniors here. Unfortunately, this audio is a little rough, so I'll take you through these seniors and some highlights here as they come out. Braden Piper is going to be the first one. We're in number 4 here tonight. Before this weekend, 22 games played, a goal, 7 assists, and 8 points, and 1 power play goal. And not as many penalty minutes as you think for a man that big. Only 10 penalty minutes on the season. He came to us on the team a little bit later in the season. He's been a heck of a player to have, especially back there on that blue line. 6'6", 240 pounds, and just an absolute unit. Up next, we got Jackson Brandhorst, who's 22 games played, 7 goals, 9 assists on the year, 16 PIMs, and glad to have him on board. 5'10", 170 from Parker. Played at Chaparral in Chassa.
Our next senior is number 31,
Caden Biaggi, another senior here. He's a goaltender. Mount Shasta, California, and also been a staple here for Metro State. 7 games so far this year, 27 goals allowed. He has a 5.15 GAA and a .865 save percentage. Again, only played a few games here this year. They've been really leaning on Patrick Luffler in between the pipes here. But Caden got to see him play as well last year. Spent all 4 years here at Metro State. Blakey Reinhardt up next. Again, another one of those players. Might have seen him on some pregame ceremonies and stuff. 3 games played this year, and glad to have him. He's 6 foot, 160 from Thornton. Played for the Yellowstone Quake in the NA3 AHL. And great guy on and off the ice, in between the pipes. And again, his interview you'll see at some point here tonight, just hilarious. He's such a good character to be around, and definitely going to be pretty sad that he's graduating here. Up next, needs no introduction, Jackson Tillinghast. Tilly, leader on the team in points and goals. 11 goals, 10 assists coming into this weekend here, and no penalty minutes on the year. He's got a clean slate there. And Tilly, the Louisville, Colorado native, played at UMass Dartmouth, 6 foot, 175, and led the team in points last season as well with a total of 55. And the last one, another no introduction needed, TJ McLeod, our captain. And 6'2", 190 from Broomfield. Last season played 4th on the team in points. He had 13 goals, 14 assists in 28 games, so almost a point per game. And led the team in playoff pool play with 4 points in 3 games as well. Trying to catch up to Jackson Tillinghast in goals. Currently 9 goals on the year, 8 assists and 17 points, and 23 PIMs for the captain. And we're definitely going to miss him as well. Class act. Again, saw him in the interview before the game here. Class act all the way. Such a great guy, again, on and off the ice. Always willing to do whatever he can to help out both his team, his coach, and everybody else. And, hopefully finish the season strong here as we head into the regional tournament here. But for now, we got 2 more games. The BMHC Classic. And, again, going to be a good one here tonight as we get ready for the national anthem. We'll take one more break. When we come back, we'll bring you Puck Drop here from the Ice Center at the Promenade.
Wyatt Schmitz, Luke Busher,
Welcome back in, everybody, to the Ice Center at the Promenade here in Westminster, Colorado. I'm Drew Galliard, producing for me here this afternoon. Claire Kostelnick, Isaiah Cordova on camera, Courtney Whitlow helping out as well. Want to give a big thank you as well to the MSU media team, digital media manager Brandy Rose, photography and media Lexi Burns, Jaylee Kennedy, and Jake Kendall Perry for all of your hard work as well. Puck is dropped here in Metro's home rink, wearing their all-white candy cane stripes on the shoulders, pants, and socks with the blue buckets. GCU coming in, their purple helmets, sweaters, and white socks. As these two teams, again, I had mentioned, met each other last season in regionals, and Metro State came out victorious in that one. So you know there's going to be a lot of physicality here in this one today. As right on cue, pass intercepted there by Busher. Busher with some room, 2-on-0, shot, they score. And not the kind of start you want if you're head coach Brady Reynolds here for Metro State, as it looks like Shaden Davis is going to get credit for that goal. And it's 1-0 GCU early in this one. Just 28 seconds into this first period of play, in GCU with a 1-0 lead over Metro State, but bright side, it's very early here. Speaking of the coaches here, head coach for Grand Canyon is going to be Matthew Lucero. Douglas Coleman, the assistant coach, as we have another net front scramble here. And there's the physical play. Tafoya taking exception. Oh, and a punch thrown. And I'm curious what's going to happen here out of any of this. Gannon Kilgora threw a solid punch on the side of Preston Tafoya's head, and we're not going to have any penalty off that, which, okay, they're letting the boys play. Coaches for your Roadrunners here, head coach Brady Reynolds, his third season as the Metro State head coach, played here actually from 15-16, and was an assistant coach 18 to 2020, winningest coach in program history here, even with the slower, not as many wins in the win column this season as he would like, but it's not for lack of trying. This Metro team plagued by injuries early on, and picked up their play as of late, played very well here in the last month or so. It's a good little weight shot, rebound, and we got a whistle. And I don't know if the referee lost sight of the puck there, or regardless, we're going to have a face-off to the right side of Loeffler. Assistant coaches for Metro State, Zach Schwink, Rob Barbin, and Jake Larson. Without my color commentator, Brendan, today, he's actually headed down to DU to work the DU game, obviously. And Claire, who are they playing DU tonight? That's your job. Yeah, let me know. GCU with a lot of pressure here to start things off. There's another shot kicked away there by Busher. Busher with the assist on that first goal, and now 2-on-2 back the other way. There comes Brandhorst over the blue line, right circle. Brandhorst shot him. Blocker save. Tillinghast chasing after it. Puck rattles around by Busher. Comes back in behind the net. Busher with it. Up to the neutral zone. DU's playing Bowling Green. That's correct. Thank you, Claire. As cross-ice feeds sticked away there by Braden Piper, one of the seniors that saw recognized here. Cross-ice feed to McLeod off his skates. It's going to go all the way down, and it looks like it's going to be an icing call. So we'll get our first icing of the afternoon here. And it looks like Brandhorst was caught sneaking back to the bench. Going to have to come out for this face-off here. And another whistle here. We're going to have another puck drop here. Face off one by Metro State. Piper picks it up here. He's taken down, no call. Piper still chasing after it in that far side corner. Comes up to the blue line, sent all the way down. And we have another icing. So tired bodies out there for Metro. And they trail 1-0 here early in this first period of play. GCU coming into this game, ranked number 19. This face off to the right side of Patrick Loeffler. One again by Metro. Sent up, now to the neutral zone. Get a couple changes here. Antelopes trying to press on. Puck rattles in behind the net. Loeffler comes out to play it. He's left a little miscommunication there. Piper able to hit the brakes, get possession of it, and big hit there from behind. Again, no call. Clearing attempt, hits a body at the top of the blue line. Off the far side, sent in deep there. There's Blink Franchione. Again, fans want to remind you, feel free to hop in the group chat. Here's another shot saved there by Loeffler. Hop in the chat here on YouTube. Any comments, concerns, name pronunciations? Happy to get that fixed. Thank you everybody for tuning in here. As Cale Hall picks it up here in the near zone. Another tip, that's going to be a high stick. McLeod picks it up. McLeod looking. Sends it up to Labulio. Labulio, her circle. Bad angle shot there by Tillinghast off the body. At the far side boards. Taken away now by GCU again. They're coming out of their own zone. Some miscommunication there. A good forecheck by Tillinghast. And another bouncing puck comes into Metro's zone. Tied up here. Right at the locker room door on the home side. Comes free. Sent across by Robertson. In over the net, drops it off, looking for Olsen, and it's stolen away. Numbers now, no change, so it's going to be a one-on-one here. As a quick shot off a body. Now it's Preston Tafoya. As Metro went off for a change. Fluttering puck, kicked up there by Jensen. Sent in deep, chased after there by Zach Jensen. Couldn't get a handle on it. Finally picked up again, Rose. Far circle, right circle, shot, fluttered in, and a save, and a good tip attempt in there by Jensen. With 15-14 left to go in the first. Shots are 5-2 in favor of GCU. Hockey is the best sport in the world. Your jersey should match that. From Mini Mite to college, thread to needle, designs and manufactures custom hockey jerseys with pro-level quality, fast turnaround, and details that matter. Get your jerseys dialed in at www.threaddaneedle.com. Puck still tied up in the offensive zone here for Metro. Hank Cash with it, tries to poke it away. And stolen by GCU. Chikowski sends it in behind the net, up the far side. Off the boards, now we have numbers. 2-on-1 the other way. Good back check for for GCU. Now it's Braden Willis on his horse there. We had a collision in the corner, and it looks like Metro's going to get a power play here to start things off. As Hank Cash taken down in the corner. So good opportunity here for the Roadrunners. Tie this game up early in this first period of play. Last two games scored on their first power play in each one of these matchups. No, Brady Reynolds would love to see that streak continue here. Power play unit 1. Tillinghast, clip, right circle, shot, blocker, save, up and out of play. Yeah, these are the 5 players you want out. Your top 5. You got Tillinghast back on the left D, Matt Clift, right D, TJ McLeod, Hank Cash. As the puck stolen away here, Ryan Jensen, is the 5th. Sent in deep by Larry Vier. Sent in along the boards and dumped down there by GCU. Trying to get something set up here as the second power play unit comes on. Up the near side, McLeod. McLeod takes it wide. All the way in around the net. He'll send it up the far side. Picked up, Clift. Apologies, PP1 is still out there. Tillinghast, top of the point, drops it. McLeod, left circle, hard shot and a save there. And a good follow-up, but Kleiber able to hang on to it. Minute 9 left to go on the power play here for Metro State. Now the power play 2 unit out for Brady Reynolds' squad. Face-off won there by GCU. In that near side corner, dig by the Roadrunners. Top of the point, sent in deep. That's Henry Waldorf, top of the point. Newest addition to this Metro State squad. Back in behind the net there. Too far for Peterson. It's going to get flipped up and out to the neutral zone. And the puck is left there. Picked up by Olsen. He'll send it in and go off for a change. With 35 seconds left to go on this power play. As up the near side, glove down by Labulio. Labulio has one guy trailing. In behind the net, there's Peterson again. Sends it up the near side, Waldorf. Sends it across, looking for Tillinghast. Tillinghast, good effort, sending it in. Another good effort there. Waldorf, shot goes high and wide. He had that corner, a little too far. Waldorf still with it. And now back the other way, GCU. Trying to push it into the defensive zone of Metro State. Stolen away, though, by Labulio. Both teams at full strength. Labulio 1-on-4. It's his pocket picked. Puck deflected, picked up there by Kilgora. Kilgora looking for the far side. Nobody there. Piper loses a wheel. Now back the other way. Here comes Clift. Clift drops it off. Shot kick to the corner. Chased after Ryan Jensen. Good move by Jensen. Coming away with it. Side of the cage. Through. Shot rebound and another save. Good job there by Kleiber. And we'll get a whistle here. Best chance of the afternoon for Metro. They lead the shot category right now as well, 6-5. But over 1 on the power play. Had a couple people in the chat here. Welcome in Luke and Andrew. Great to hear from you guys. We're doing great here on day 3 of the BMHC Classic. Got to see quite a few teams we don't get to see a whole lot of. And it's been some good hockey all around. All the way up in Fort Collins to all the way down at Joy Burns Arena at DU. Thanks you guys for tuning in. Puck stolen away, picked up, turnaround shot by Cash, saving the rebound, came out too far for Tillinghast. Cash, another sharp angle shot, picked up again, Tillinghast with it, far corner. Right-handed shot in that circle, looking towards the middle for Clift. Couldn't get a handle on it. Clift comes away with it, looking, shot, kicked away again, picked up by GCU. Comes up to the top of the point, sent in deep by Hall. Stolen away now by GCU in a 3-on-3. Puck left there, stolen by Hall. And a big collision here right in front of us. Good job on both players. Have their heads up. Another good hit right by the linesman. Puck flutters in on Loeffler and we'll get a whistle. That was Labulio who dodged that big hit. Now to face off to the left side of Loeffler. Shots are 6-9 in favor of Metro State. Won by GCU. Far circle. Puck knocked away. And here come the Roadrunners. Over the blue line. Stolen right in front of the penalty box there. Tied up. The big man Colton Gorsuch. 6 foot, 200 pounds from Windsor. And Tillinghast with it now. Cross ice feed. McLeod just couldn't settle it down. And Brendan and I talked about this the last couple days as well, and I was able to talk to head coach Brady Reynolds about kind of mistakes that you want to clean up as you head into these final 2 games, and that big one is those cross ice stretch passes, just getting them clean on the stick. A lot of those passes have just kind of glanced off and not been able to get corralled here. So Metro loves that long stretch pass from their own D zone to create mismatches for your top goal scorers here. There's another shot there by the Antelopes, go wide and rattles all the way down. Picked up there by Dalton Mays. Mays sends it up to Willis. Willis dumped it in. Tafoya with it. He's forechecked. Back to Tafoya in behind the net. Now the breakout here for the Roadrunners. Far circle, fluttering pass, tipped out of midair, picked up by Grand Canyon. Good little stutter step, lost a handle on it though. Puck comes back in the defensive zone. Mays picks it up, throws it deep, had to tag up. Man taken down there, no call, that's Ethan Rose. Nice little pirouette. Gets up, he's all right. Coming free, Rose, top of the point, Waldorf, shot, kick to the corner. Metro's doing all the right things, just made that one mistake early on in this game, which is why they're trailing. Been pretty mistake-free, I would say, over the last couple of games. As Peterson sends it in deep, he'll go off for a change. Clift on the forecheck. Off a body, stolen away, Jensen with it. Jensen up to Clift. Clift couldn't get a handle on it. And rebound comes out to Cash, shot, save, and picked up again by Olsen. And flutters in again on Kleiber, and another whistle. Again, pressure here for Metro State. Doing very, very well. As we'll have another whistle with 8:44 left to go in this one. New York Life, your future built with confidence. Financial decisions are easier with a partner by your side. New York Life's agents and advisors take the time to understand your goals and dreams so you can build the future you imagine. Visit us at www.newyorklife.com. What do you think, Claire? How's that? Face-off won by GCU. Up at the top of the blue line, Cliff dodges a check, comes free. Piper with it, makes a move, picks it up, banks it off the boards, and glove down there. Couldn't see the number, apologies. Clift drops it for Piper. Piper sends it up off the boards. Miscommunication there, excuse me. And now GCU stuck in their own defensive zone trying to move it out. Ethan Niles with it. Niles dumps it to Austin Poole. Poole sends it in deep. Chased after. Ethan Poole. Trying to get to it. Now back the other way. Here comes Metro. Jensen over the blue line. It's going to be an offside. 7:56 left to go here. 1-0 in favor of GCU. Face-off won by Antelopes. Rattles all the way back in behind Kleiber. Tillinghast trying to keep the forecheck up. It worked as it sent in deep. Tillinghast in behind the net. Couldn't get a handle on it though. Comes free, chased after there by Labulio. He's tied up in that near side corner. Now back the other way, here comes GCU. In over the blue line. And a man taking down the far corner, no call. And bouncing puck again, just trying to get bounces your way has been tough for Metro. On the far side, Tillinghast avoids the hip check along the boards, able to get it to Labulio. Labulio was trying to send it in front to Jensen, couldn't get to it. Tied up again, turnaround shot by McLeod, he takes a hit, but it was another shot on goal. We'll get another whistle here. Face off to the right side of Kleiber, excuse me. I will get that right, I promise. Back the other way for GCU with some speed. Bringing it in, Owen Walsh. Walsh, far side boards. Hits the brakes, looking cross ice. He was looking for Braden Willis. And nobody home. Sent in deep, rattled him around behind the net. Chikowski sends it up the near side. Picked up now Jensen, or excuse me, that's Brandhurst. In over the blue line. Right circle, another hit dodged here. Still in behind the net. And apologies, I can't see what number that was. That was Preston Tafoya. Speaking of Tafoya, sends it up, side of the cage, centering feed, loose, poked away. Good defense there by Brandhorst as Metro just having trouble clearing it out. Fluttering puck up to the neutral zone. Sent in deep there by Ethan Rose. Smart play as you're trying to get your teammates a change here. 6 minutes to go. One thing Metro has done very well all weekend here and all season really is press that forecheck, and you get opportunities like that as Matt Clift is hauled down. There's no call on that. We are going to get a whistle here, looks like, for a hand pass or high stick. Hand pass. Thank you, Isaiah. Appreciate it. Face off outside of the blue line here. And referees are conversing about where this face-off should take place here. And they're going to send it all the way to the right side of Loeffler. Brady's having a conversation on the bench, trying to figure out why they're moving the face-off into the defensive zone for the Roadrunners. Got the answer he was looking for. And we begin again. Right side of Loeffler. Tied up, still in the face-off dot. Comes free. The near side kept in though. Piper chasing after it. Near corner. Sends it across, looking for Dale Hall. Tied up there is Jensen. Comes free again. No look behind the back pass there. Stolen away by Piper. Piper, cross ice feed just a little too far for Cash. And that's going to be an icing. That's brutal. Face off, move to the left of Loeffler. Face off, won by GCU. Top of the point there, Busher sends it deep. Chased after by Davis. Davis leaves it. Pass off a body. Now back the other way off the skate of Cash. And more bodies converge there. Clift 2-on-2 now with Jensen. Clift gets checked right at the blue line, lost a handle on it. Now coming up the other way. GCU, near circle. Missed the number, my apologies. Top of the point, Busher looking, shot, tipped by a couple of bodies there in front as McLeod comes away with it. McLeod up to Labulio. He's got the inside lane looking for help. Labulio just pokes it towards the net. McLeod on his horse there on the near side. He'll drop it down deep. Labulio ties his man up. Tillinghast trying to come away with it. He's muscled off the puck there. Chased after is Busher as well as McLeod at the near side in this corner here. And behind the net, feed to McLeod. Again, just off his stick. And a little dump and change here by Busher. 4 minutes left to go in the first period here. Puck stolen away up the far side. I believe that's Murphy. Murphy looking for a pass, nobody home, and a big hit right at the blue line, but a 2-on-1 now. Here comes Labulio and McLeod. Labulio, right circle. Low shot, kick save. Right where McLeod wanted it. Had a stick lifted. McLeod drops it off. Tillinghast. Shot off a stick, up and out of play here. Face-off's going to be the right of Kleber. Also, for those fans here in the chat, drop where you're from. Love to know where you're watching the game here tonight from. His turnaround shot there by Peterson went wide. Rose trying to tie his man up along the far side boards. Puck comes free, goes all the way down. Misplayed here. Antelopes with it. Centering feed, nobody home. Rebound, free. And another cross-ice pass. A little too far from Fancioni. And now back the other way. It's Peterson. Peterson with some room gets his pocket picked right at the far side circle here. And GCU with it now. Pass attempt off a body. Picked up. Waldorf with it. Waldorf sends it deep. Chased after by Peterson. Up the far side there. Nick Bradley. Big hit there by Peterson. Up along those far boards. And now back the other way. A 2-on-1 for GCU. Right circle. Looking. Shot. Whoa! What a save. Initially fluttered over Loeffler's glove. And it's 2-0 GCU with 2:51 left to go in this one. In this first period, rather. And it looks like Ethan Poole was the first man through the handshake line. I believe that one was unassisted here at the 17:09 mark. So 2-0 deficit here for Metro State. Out shooting GCU 14-9, but the Lopes finding the back of the net twice on a shot that Loeffler 9 times out of 10 makes that save. Just a bad bounce. Coming back in, Ethan Poole with it. Poole muscled off the puck. Comes away with it though. Poole dropping it off, far side boards. Sent in deep. Poole's there to help. Again, he's all over the place here in this one. Starting things off. Tied up, Piper. Flips it up to the neutral zone. A foot race now. Matt Clift gets there first. Finishes his check. Ain't Cash up the near side. Retreats to the neutral zone. Thought about dropping it to Piper, but good decision not to, as Braden Olson was right on him. Tillinghast with it. Over the blue line. Near side looking. Low shot. Rebound. Kicked away. Also, apologies. Apparently the last couple days got into my voice a little bit. So again, Metro's having chances here. Just not able to get a good bounce go their way yet. Minute and a half left to go. Fans, will remind you to stick around for the first intermission report. We're going to have some interviews for the outgoing seniors. This Metro State squad will also update you on everything from this period and get you prepared for the second. Fluttering pass by Labulio, knocked down. Looking for Tynan. Tynan puts a hit on. Tynan steals it. Poked away out to the neutral zone. Now back. Here comes Willis. Willis 1-on-2 makes a move. Flipped up. McLeod dodges a check here. Picked up by Henry Waldorf. Behind the net. Drops it off. Up the near side. McLeod just flutters it all the way down. That's going to be an icing with 45.7 seconds left to go in this first period of play. Puck comes free after that face-off here. 40 seconds left to go. Picked up, looking top of the point, into the slot now. Reversing his direction, there's Kilgora. As the puck's stolen away, here comes TJ McLeod. McLeod off the boards, far enough to Labulio. Labulio near circle, looking in front, lost a handle on it. And tied up alongside that wall. Brought back by GCU. Waldorf gets beat by Poole. Centering feed, kicked away. Off the heel of the stick there. Good look for Shaden Davis. There's another shot, they score. And I believe, again, that was number 86, Chase Lariviere, excuse me. And with just 9 seconds left in the first, it's 3-0 in favor of GCU. Face-off tied up, sent in deep, 5 seconds left to go. And quick shot there from Brandon. After 1 period of play, Antelopes all over the Roadrunners right now. So 40 minutes left to play here. And a lot of time left. See what adjustments need to be made here for this Metro State squad. And we'll take a break. Come back, we'll bring you that first intermission report. Got some player interviews for you and much, much more on the other side. 3-0 after 1 in favor of GCU. We'll be back after this on Price Productions.
Whenever you guys are ready. Yep.
I'm here with assistant captain, number 37, Matthew Clift. Senior night coming up. How are you leaving that legacy with the seniors graduating? What kind of emotions come into this game?
I mean, yeah, it's very emotional. Big night for a lot of the seniors for sure, especially TJ McLeod. I've been playing with him since I was 12 years old. So for him, there's a lot of emotion there going back with me and him. So.
Yeah, and rolling back, we got GCU, who we faced last year in regionals. They're going to come out hot. They got a little bit of bad blood with us from regionals last year. What do you think about that?
Yeah, they're going to come out hard, and they're going to want to play and get us back for last year. But if we stick to our system, stick to our plays, we'll be just fine.
Exciting night. Happy to have you down here, and happy to be able to join you to give this interview. So come tune in to GCU versus Metro this afternoon. Thank you.
Okay, I'm with Blake here today, and we're asking what it feels like to be a senior and what it's going to be like here on senior night at Metro.
Was that the question?
Close enough.
All right, well, I'm thankful to be on this team. It's been a fun year. I didn't expect to be here this year, and to be a senior means it's my last year at college.
Thanks for the great response, Blake. We love the elaboration here at Metro State.
If you don't know what your values are, how do you make a good decision about your life? Part of the exercise that I do with my clients, because we start out with kind of a card deck with 52 values. First, they have to just select what even stays on the table and what just do you not care about.
Okay.
Interesting, recognition is one that always gets rejected. They don't claim to value recognition.
Right. What are the
But
top 5?
Family's a big one. Either wealth or money usually ends up in that.
Is that considered
list.
a value?
It is question what you're aiming for in your life and what's important to you to have in life. I do want to have the money that I need to do the things I want and live the life I want. In that sense, wealth or money becomes a value. Community is a fairly common one that comes up with my clients. Who do they relate to in their larger world? A lot of these values overlap. Clients will instead choose relationships and say family and community fit into relationship. For some clients, education is a top value.
Hydrodig, the premier hydrovac and cathodic protection service provider, servicing the western states since 2009. Don't just dig, Hydrodig.
Welcome back in, everybody, to the Ice Center at the Promenade here in Westminster, Colorado. I'm Drew Galliard. Alongside me here this afternoon, Claire Kostelnick producing, Isaiah Cordova on camera, and Courtney Whitlow hanging out here as well. And after one period of play, not where you want to be if you're a Metro State Roadrunner. And it's 3-0 GCU after the opening 20 minutes of play, but you still have 40 minutes left here for Metro State. And climbed out of worse deficits than this one before, especially this season, as Grand Canyon came out ready to play. And that first goal came early, and I'm talking 28 seconds in early, as number 16, Shaden Davis, with the quick goal, making it 1-0, assisted by Luke Busher. And then back-to-back goals to end that first period of play. First one was scored by Ethan Poole at the 17:09 mark, followed by Chase LaRiviere, as he made it 3-0 shots on goal after 20 minutes of play, 15-11 in favor of Metro State. But again, the only thing that matters here right now is the score on the scoreboard, and Metro with some work to do. Hope you guys enjoyed those, a couple of those interviews that we had with those players here on senior night. My personal favorite absolutely had to be Blake Reinertz. and good group of guys. And talking about the seniors here as well, it's always hard. You play college hockey, you know eventually it'll come to an end, and then you go out into the world, but it's emotional and it's tough. And this isn't the last game of the season, obviously, but still got to do it in front of your home fans and in a good place, and a good crowd as well. And on the flip side of things, good crowd for GCU as well, making the trip up here. And I want to say thank you to everybody tuning in as well to the stream. And not much more here in that first period of play. Let's go ahead and take you to the out-of-town scoreboard here. And as everybody knows, Broncos beat the Bills in overtime. They're headed to the AFC Championship game, and it's looking like they're taking on the New England Patriots, as that game just went final, 28-16, in favor of the Pats. And so New England headed to Denver next week, next Sunday, I believe. Later on this afternoon, this game's probably getting started here in 10 minutes or so. The Rams in Chicago taking on the Bears. Winner of that game will take on the Seahawks in the NFC Championship game. Looking at the NHL here, the Avs are off today. They take on the Washington Capitals tomorrow afternoon. That is a 2 p.m. puck drop as they try to bounce back after that tough loss against Nashville back earlier on Friday of this week. Only a couple games going on, or one game rather, going on in the NHL. One final from earlier today. The Ottawa Senators up 2-1 on the Detroit Red Wings at second period, just getting underway. Lightning all over the Stars with 4 straight goals, making a 4-1 win there for Tampa Bay over Dallas. St. Louis traveling to Edmonton. They play tonight at 6 p.m. We'll take a break. When we come back, bring you second period action here from the Ice Center of the Promenade on Price Productions. Welcome back in, everybody, to the Ice Center at the Promenade here in Westminster, Colorado. I'm Drew Galliard, Claire Kostelnick producing. Beside me, Isaiah Cordova on camera, Courtney Whitlow helping out here as well. I want to give a big thank you here to our Metro State sponsors, Optimex Sports, Game Ready Fitness, Rhinehouse Bocce Beer and Brats, and of course a massive thank you to Price Productions, providing all of the broadcast equipment for this game and all of the Metro State home games as well. Day number 3 of the BMHC Classic. Metro State winning the game on Friday over University of Cal Berkeley, and then falling last night to Northeastern in a heartbreaker as it was tied 1-1 late in that third period of play before Northeastern found the back of the net. Ends are switched, and we'll get ready to go here. Metro trying to hype up their boys. Face off, clean win by GCU. Sends it deep. Loeffler up the far side. Fresh sheet ice here. Hank Cash picks it up, flips it. Piper lost a handle on it. Near circle. Shot and a kick save there by Loeffler. Coming down the near side boards. Here comes Piper. Piper's got Cash with him, along with Matt Clift. A little too far for Cash, but pumps the brakes, sends it in deep. Another miscommunication there for Clift. And GCU now with it. Stolen away. Jensen. Far side corner. Dodges a hit, picked up Clift. Far circle. Turnaround shot, saving the rebound, comes right out, and we got a whistle. And it's going to be a tripping penalty on GCU. So another power play here for Metro. They went 0 for 1 in that first period of play. And that guilty party, looks like number 7, Braden Olson. 5'10", 165 forward from Litchfield, Minnesota. Or excuse me, number 8. Thank you, Isaiah. Number 8 headed to the box. That's Luke Busher, the 6'4" defenseman from Palm Desert, California. Claire just told me I'm the best broadcaster she's ever heard. Appreciate that. Thank you. Second power play opportunity here for Metro State. Trying to set something up here. Hank Cash sends it in. McLeod up the near side. Roadrunners trying to set it up. Tied up though. Puck comes free and just past Cash. Or excuse me, that's Matt Clift. Clift, one of the seniors here. Fluttering pass up to Ryan Jensen. And good forecheck here for GCU, not letting Metro set anything up as another fluttering pass goes down. And as Brendan mentioned yesterday while we were on the call, these middle period games are always the toughest. And if you're on the power play, you've got to take advantage of that long change for GCU here. And that means tire them out. You got to set something up here in the offensive zone. Metro just unable to get anything going. As Waldorf brings it in, drops it off, looking, and another deflected pass comes out of the zone. Jaden Tomlin couldn't handle it. The entire Metro bench standing on their feet here, trying to get something going. 20 seconds left in their power play. Sent across, looking, Brandhorst got his pocket pick. Brandhorst, far circle. Hits the brakes, tied up, Peterson there. Brandhorst chasing after it. Good job by GCU. Keeping up the pressure here. A big hit there in the corner. That's going to be a penalty. And another shot, and another shot. A cross check in the back. I have a feeling we're going to see a couple more penalties, and this is what I was what I was figuring was going to happen here at some point in this game as Cooper Peterson headed to the box, and it looks like he might be the only one. These two teams do not like each other. Wyatt Schmitz is headed to the box here, it looks like. Yeah, yes. So we will play, I'm guessing, some 5-on-5. Captains wait for an explanation there. Luke Busher and TJ McLeod over in the referee circle here. $17-15 left to go in the second period here. Metro trails 3-0. Physical play has picked up, to say the least here. Take this chance to talk about the Colorado Media School. Colorado Media School is an American private institution that instructs students on all areas of the broadcast media industry. It's a comprehensive, hands-on program where students are trained by broadcast media professionals currently working in the field. And it looks like GCU is going to get an extra here, and it's number 81. Excuse me on that one. 86. And explanation being given there to the captains. So another power play coming up for Metro, it looks like. And curious if it's going to be 5-on-4 or 4-on-3. 86 is the guilty party there. Chase Lariviere. Excuse me. Boy, if you're Metro here, you got to find the back of the net. Got another power play coming up. Offensive zone face-off as well. And there's still quite a bit of discussion here. I think the score table's trying to get updated. So it is going to be a 5-on-4 power play for Metro State as they get the clock figured out here. Zach Jensen lining up to take the face off. Got Cash to his right and McLeod to his left. Clift and Tillinghast at the blue line. Face off won by Metro. Good opportunity here to start things up. Up the far side, McLeod. Centering feed looking to Cash. Sent up but not out. Good job there by Tillinghast. And Cash picks it up. He's going to take it to the corner. Back in around behind the net. Jocelyn there. Cross-ice feed to Matt Clift. Knocked up and out of the zone. And McLeod retreating to, we'll pick it up here. McLeod drops it off. Tillinghast dodges a check. Back to McLeod. McLeod with some space. Looking. Shot. Gets blocked. Goes wide. Good hustle there by Jensen. Clift picks it up. Near side boards. Up to Tillinghast. Top of the point. Tillinghast over to McLeod. Far circle. McLeod still with it. Tillinghast. Top point. Looking. Clift. Right circle. Bounces off his stick. Clift dodges a check. Cash in behind the net. Minute left to go on this power play. McLeod. Up to Tillinghast. Top point. Shot off a body in front, rebound still loose, and kicked away. Thought that went in for a second as puck kept in. Great hustle there by Tillinghast. As Hank Cash up in the far side corner, knocked up and finally out of play by Braden Olson, but not deep enough for GCU to get change. Get a couple people off the ice here, but Ethan Rose with it. Drops it off. Labulio, far side pass, looking for McLeod. Nobody there. McLeod takes a hit. And we have a player in the net here. And the referee's just trying to keep the peace here. It's going to be an interference call. And that's going on Ethan Rose. So that will negate the rest of that power play. Metro 0 for 3 here. Face off left side of Luffler. Won by Metro. Will play 4-on-4 for 20 seconds. And GCU on their first power play. Pass too far there for Tafoya. Tied up along those far side boards there. Comes free. Now an opportunity. Margolis just a little too far. It's going to go all the way down for an icing with just 4 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Face off to the right side of Luffler. One by Metro, flipped up and sent all the way down. Icing should be waved off here. No. A lot of Roadrunners unhappy with that icing call. I'm a little perturbed up here in the booth as well. Power play now for GCU. 15-12 left to go in the second period. Jensen chasing his man to the far corner. Comes up to the top of the point. Near side circle, looking, shot goes low and wide. Skated over, Kilgore has to chase it back into his own defensive zone here. As Tillinghast was looking for a change, nobody came off. Went back the other way, Schmitz. Up the near side, Schmitz takes it to the corner. Back in behind the net, Schmitz, far side circle. Looking, top of the point. Shot block, and we get another whistle here, and that would have been a breakaway opportunity for Margolis if it wasn't for the extracurriculars in front of the net. And it's a penalty coming up on GCU. It's going to be a tripping call. To be honest with you, I probably would have rather had the breakaway. So we're back to 4-on-4. And again, this is what we expected coming into this one. Just took 20 minutes to get it started. 56 seconds, 4-on-4. Then a power play here for Metro. Low shot by Tillinghast. Goes in behind the net. Another good hit. Puck tied up. McLeod comes with it. McLeod, slot, look, shot, score! The captain, TJ McLeod, takes it himself to the slot and shoots it top shelf. Metro State's on the board. It is 3-1 here in Westminster. And we'll see if it's unassisted, but McLeod gets a goal here on senior night. Captain of Metro State. MSU fans loving it, and the Roadrunners back in this game. McLeod with a couple of goals on Friday. So it is going to be McLeod unassisted here. At the 5:32 mark of the second period. Metro's on the board here. About to go on a power play in 9 seconds. It's going to be an abbreviated one, just a little over a minute. And coming up the boards here, GCU takes a shot off the blocker of Leffler. Piper chasing in behind the net. Power play beginning now for Metro. They're 0 for 3, so far on the afternoon. Puck goes all the way down. Tillinghast gloves it. Tillinghast, little flutter pass, not far enough. And let's go down the far side. Labulio lost a handle on it. Right circle now for GCU. Shot and a kicked save. Leffler comes loose. Right circle. Another shot, low and wide. Good forecheck here by GCU. And back the other way. Tillinghast with some space. Right circle. Looking. Toe drag off the post. Rang the pipe there. What a shot by Tillinghast. Down the far side. Tillinghast getting to it. Ice waved off. He's chasing after it with Busher. Tillinghast. Another collision there behind the net. Comes free. Loose puck. Slot. Knuckle puck. And it goes off the body there. Jaden Tomlin trying to get it out. And flutters all the way down. That'll do it for that power play. But abbreviated or not, a couple good chances there for Metro State. Shots 18-13 in favor of the Roadrunners now. And 12 and a half left to go in the second frame. We'll get a whistle here. And again, some more extracurriculars here. And I missed what happened. I gotta watch the replay on that one. MSU fans here letting them know. Oh. Like a little slash or spear in front of the net. Fans calling for a penalty, not going to get one. Piper, point, shot off a body, loose in front, tip attempt, and it just goes wide. Siegel just couldn't hammer it home here, and all of a sudden Metro State's buzzing. And icing called That's another questionable ice, as it looked to me like they definitely beat the whistle there. Justin Siegel. Calls like that, you got to take in some stride here, not let it define the rest of your game. Bounces are starting to go your way, and Metro's playing very hard here in the second period. Piper dumps it in behind the net. Comes up and over the blue line, sent deep, no, knocked away from the Roadrunners. Far side circle, drops it off looking for Margolis. Margolis picks it up, looking for his defense partner, or defenseman, nobody there. Piper with it, sends it back. At the far side, looking for Siegel. Siegel off his stick. Margolis on the forecheck. It's Bradley. Bradley sends it up. Bulio couldn't get a handle on it. Up to the top of the point. Far side circle, looking, shot, tip goes wide. As physical play really picking up here, as we expected. Piper drops him behind his own net, picks it up. Now back the other way, here comes Metro. Fluttering puck, nobody home, and it gets sent back in deep. Bank pass, nobody home. That was Preston Tafoya's pass. Not able to find a stick, and that one's going all the way down. And that's an icing. So 10:40 left to go in the second. We'll have another face-off in the offensive zone here for the Roadrunners. Face-off tied up, won by Metro. Put on net, didn't go very far. Picked up is TJ McLeod, rather, excuse me. Cloud sending it in deep. Bulio trying to send it behind the net, goes off a body. Tillinghast on the forecheck there. Tillinghast in the corner, centering feed, and it goes off a stick, taken away now by GCU. Poked away right in front of the score table. Sent up and back into the defensive zone for GCU. Dalton Mays with it, sends it across to his D partner. Up the far side, chased after there by Petroto. Up the near side, pinching down was Cameron Coach. Picked up by McLeod. Cross ice feed again, looking for Ethan Rose, and he would have a lane there. Couldn't get to it. Tillinghast, good hustle. Couldn't settle it down, lost his twig. And now back the other way, here comes GCU. Far side boards, good move. In by the net, big collision there to the left of Luffler. And the Lopes still have it. Far side corner. Margola, or excuse me, that's number 15, Jane Tomlin. Back in behind the net, Colton Gorsuch with it. Gorsuch sends it up, tipped by McLeod. Trying to avoid the icing. And that one will get called, though, on GCU. Fans trying to will their team a little bit here. Face off to the right of Luffler, or excuse me, to the right of Kleber. Tied up, still in that face-off dot. Banked off the boards, up to the neutral zone. Picked up to Foya, looking, Rose. Rose couldn't get the pass off, now back the other way for GCU. Out of the reach, though. And we'll get another whistle here. Just a little too far there for Busher. Face side, left side of Kleber. Conversation from the linesman to the 2 men in the face-off dot. One by GCU. Collision. Puck flutters up, not over the glass. Side of the cage. Shot, rebound, comes free! And a backhand opportunity. Nobody home, though. Good look by Brandhorst. Puck comes free again. Stolen by the Lopes. Good back check there for Metro State. Puck flies in behind the Roadrunners' net. Tafoya, he's muscled off the puck. Comes free. Chased after there by Walsh. It's back into Waldorf. Waldorf, another good open ice hit, but a 2-on-1 now for Metro. And just out of gas was Brandhorst. He'll send it in deep, get it to Rose. Rose has his pocket picked here. Back up and out to the neutral zone. Taking away Hall, lost a handle on it. Piper. Defensive zone, looking for Hall. Hall picks it up. Stutter step. Pass bounced off a body, no icing. Hank Cash finishing his check there behind the net. 7:30 left to go here in the second period. Another bank pass off the boards, in on net. And we'll get a whistle here. As Clift taken down and having some words here. As Clift and Ethan Niles. We'll have another whistle. Sell, buy, trade, and win. You may never outgrow your favorite sports, but you may outgrow your equipment. Your locally owned Play It Again Sports provides an easy way to sell your quality used sports and fitness gear and get paid on the spot or trade up for what you need now. Visit them at 13075 West Alameda Parkway in Lakewood, Colorado. Puck sent in deep there by the Lopes. Loeffler comes out to play it. Poole on the forecheck. Down the far side. Can we get to it? Cash does. Cash. Far circle, looking, shot right into the breadbasket there of Klaber. We get a whistle. No score midway through the first for the Rams and Bears. Winner of that game will head to Seattle. Face off right of Klaber. Metro fans getting antsy here. Won by the Roadrunners. Top of the point. Dumps it off. Looking. Fanned on it. As that was Tomlin. He had a lane. Rubulio. Far side. Top of the point. Looking. Shot. Again. Off his stick. There's Tomlin. Tomlin pinching down. Tillinghast getting there. Centering feed. Nobody home. And now back the other way come the Lopes. Big pass, collision there, center ice. 6.5 left to go in the second period. Tipped in by Lobulio. He'll chase after it, so will TJ McLeod. Puck rattles up the near side, poked up, and now a 2-on-1 the other way for GCU. Over the blue line, right side, Saucer pass looking, backhand, forehand, save! Still loose, and Loeffler able to get a handle on it and track that. Thought it went in for a second, had a couple of GCU players celebrating, but no go. Cameron Coach for GCU, just unable to sneak it past Loeffler. Loeffler got some Patty chants from the crowd here. And Loeffler is the workhorse for this squad and played almost every game this season. And when he's on, he is on as a shot gets tipped and wide. I think it went off a body there in front. 6 minutes to go here in the second period. Kept in though. Top of the point. Another shot off a body. Went through. Loeffler didn't see it. Paddle save. Up hits the glass there. Still tied up in the near side corner. And back the other way for Metro. Tafoya couldn't get a stick on it. And sent up. Excuse me, that was Lobulio. And another good hit there on the far side. And GCU puts another shot on, tipped and wide. And finally, Loeffler says enough of this, and he's going to cover that one. We'll get another whistle here with 5:19 left to go. My producer's telling me to read another ad here. Hockey is about vision, discipline, and playing the long game, and so is your financial future. At Sagient, we help advisors and clients build smarter strategies for what's next. Experience wisdom, integrity, and innovation at work. Learn more at sagientfs.com. Metro, right side, Rose, shot, score! Ethan Rose picks the top corner. It's 3-2 now, 5:08 left to go in the second period. Finishing that ad read, learn more at www.sagientfs.com. Sagient is so proud to sponsor the ACHA athletes participating in the Big Mountain Classic Showcase. And thank you, Sagient. I might do an ad read for you all the time now. 3-2, 5:08 left to go here in this one. And all of a sudden, Metro's back in it. They've won this period in all aspects. Top of the point, cross-ice feed stolen away. Brandhorst and Peterson both with assists there. And back the other way with some speed here again. Looking, Matt Clift brings it over the blue line. Shot, save, but a good look there by Clift. And again, more extracurriculars in the corner here, just out of my field of view. And Clift has been a little instigator in this game, and I love it. .437 left to go here in the second period of play. This Metro crowd is into it this afternoon. And it's definitely helping. Shots 24-19 in favor of Metro State. Tillinghast lines up the face-off dot, tied up, stolen away by GCU. The far side flittered up to the neutral zone. And in over the blue line. Lopes, far circle. Olsen, side of the cage, comes free. Tillinghast up the near boards, kept in. Cameron Coach. Near side corner. Picked up again, backhander, paddle save there by Loeffler. I don't think he even knew that he saved it. And now here comes Tillinghast. Down the right-hand side, over the blue line. Little saucer pass, what a move, shot and a save. Good look there by Tillinghast, even better pass. Top of the point. Again, Roadrunners buzzing here. Low shot, kicked wide. 4 minutes left to go in the second. Up at the blue line. Drop back in, Olsen. Left-handed shot, toe drag. What a save by Loeffler. Getting his toe pick on it. Up the far side, Schmitz sends it deep again. Chased after there by Tomlin. Boy, what a game this has turned into. McLeod sends it in deep. Picked up Schmitz. Schmitz near side looking to Busher. Or rather, excuse me, that's Jason Murphy. Sends it up, he's looking for Franchione. And sent up and all the way down, no icing on this one. Chased after by Schmitz. He'll pick it up, turnaround pass for Franchione. Good steal there by Margolis, but knocked away again. Tafoya tries to get it out, unable to. Another bouncing puck here. Ice is getting pretty choppy here. Metro's fans itching for another one. Margolis, good hit. Stayed on side as well. Comes free to Tafoya. Tafoya drops it off. Waldorf, near side. Another good pass. Margolis now, bouncing puck, looking. Shot off the shoulder, up into the netting and out of play. Oh, he had that corner, just couldn't get it home. And we'll get another whistle here. 2.5 left to go in the second period. Fans want to remind you to stick around for the second intermission report. Bring you those highlights here from the first 40 minutes of play, preview the third, and much, much more. 25-21 shots on goal in favor of Metro State. Won by the Roadrunners. Piper, top of the blue line. Shot tip just went wide. Good look there by Jensen. Excuse me, that's Jackson Brandhorst. Stand up. Another shot. Low kick save. Ethan Rose is there. He'll wrap it around deep. Nobody home. Goes up the far side. Peterson able to get to it. And muscling his man off the puck there was Cale Hall. And it's going to be sent up and down, and that one will be an icing here. So GCU again. Tired bodies here. 2 minutes to go. Face off there to the right side of Quinn Klaber. Fans with the Let's Go Metro chant here. Braden Piper treats his own defensive zone. A little backhand up off the boards. Labulio couldn't get to it. Picked up though by McLeod. McLeod to Labulio. Labulio with some speed here. Over the blue line, drops off. Tillinghast just behind him though. And now back the other way, 2-on-1. If Grand Canyon can get there, they're unable to though. Shaden Davis sends it right around the far side boards. Good block there by McLeod. And now back the other way, a 3-on-2 now. Tillinghast right down the middle. Cuts to the right, looking, drops it off. Labulio couldn't get a handle on it. Bulio reverses his direction here, up to Piper. Shot, kick, save, good look there. Side, bad angle shot, just through the crease. And Tillinghast comes away with it. He's got Labulio. Tillinghast, far corner. Looking, top, shot, low, and kicked in front. Minute left to go here in the second period. Got a lot of nervous fans out here. And a breakaway opportunity, Matt Cliff now. Tries a toe drag, lost a handle on it. As he didn't have as much room as I initially thought. Backing over the blue line, Willis takes a shot and a save by Loeffler. 46 left to go here in the middle frame. Face off left side of Loeffler here. Won by Metro. Rattled around the far boards, up but not out. Clift is there. Still at the blue line. Shot gets tipped. Loeffler comes out to poke it away. Talked about that yesterday. Loeffler not afraid to use the stick, come out of his net and play the puck. Back in behind the net. Willis puts it in. They score. That's one that Loeffler's going to want back. That's 2 late goals in this one. And that's number 10, Corey Schikowski, excuse me. And that's really too bad. Metro has absolutely won this period here. As Schikowski doing exactly what he should do, staying on the doorstep, stick on the ice. And able to find the back of the net. Tillinghast lined up all the way in front of us, up along the boards here with 26 seconds left to go. Face-off one, almost got to him though. Rattles in on Loeffler, he'll wrap it around the far side. Poked up and all the way down, it's gonna be an icing call. No, oh they did, okay. A little bit of a delayed icing, but they did call it. 14 seconds left to go here, 4-2 in favor of GCU. Face off right of Loeffler. Tied up, sent in behind the net. Chased after there's Gorsuch. Gorsuch sends it up. 8 seconds, numbers now. Tillinghast, right side, McLeod. McLeod looking in front. His pass attempt went a little too wide. And that's for the second period of play. Well, Ethan Rose coming in.
Hydradig, the premier hydrovac and cathodic protection service provider, servicing the Western States since 2009. Don't just dig, Hydrodig.
Metro absolutely won that period. They absolutely did. And a late goal there by number 10, Corey Shikowski. Put the lead for the Lopes back up at 4-2. We'll take a break. When we come back, I'll bring you that second intermission report right here on Price Productions.
If you don't know what your values are, how do you make a good decision about your life? Part of the exercise that I do with my clients, because we start out with kind of a card deck with 52 values. First, they have to just select what even stays on the table and what just do you not care about.
Okay.
Interesting, recognition is one that always gets rejected. They don't claim to value recognition.
Right. What are the
But
top 5?
Family's a big one. Either wealth or money usually ends up in that
Is that considered
list.
a value?
It is question what you're aiming for in your life and what's important to you to have in life. I do want to have the money that I need to do the things I want and live the life I want. In that sense, wealth or money becomes a value. Community is a fairly common one that comes up with my clients. Who do they relate to in their larger world? A lot of these values overlap. Clients will instead choose relationships and say family and community fit into relationship. For some clients, education is a top value.
Hey everybody, I'm Drew Galliard here with Captain TJ McLeod.
If you don't know
Hydradig, the premier hydrovac.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ice Center at the Promenade here in Westminster, Colorado. I'm Drew Galliard. After 2 periods of play, Metro State trails 4-2 against Grand Canyon University. And after pulling within a goal, another late one, put the Lopes up by 2 once again. They're in that second period of play. Take you back into that first period. Took just 28 seconds in. Shaden Davis finding the back of the net. An assist from Luke Busher to make it 1-0. And after that, took the rest of the period, but in a 2-minute span, 2 goals there for GCU. One from Chase Lariviere and Ethan Poole, making it 3-0 after 1 period of play. Moving on into the second, though. Again, that late goal was so brutal because Metro won every aspect of that period, and it paid off with the captain, TJ McLeod, with an unassisted goal there, 5.5 into that period. And he followed that up with a great finish by Ethan Rose, the freshman from Littleton, on a 3-on-2. Got the assist from number 28, Jackson Brandhorst, and Cooper Peterson to bring Metro within 1 goal. At that point, it was 3-2. But then with just 26 seconds left to go, Corey Stakowski with the goal to make it 4-2 in favor of GCU. Specialty teams here, MSU 0 for 4 today on the power play. GCU only 0 for 1. You know, Metro's done a good job staying out of the box. They've done a good job ever since that second period really started as well. And it's just tough to give up that late goal. But still 20 minutes left to play. Yeah, you're down 2 goals. You scored 2 goals in that second period. You can do it in the third. You have some momentum. Don't let that late goal just bog you down. It sucks and it's tough, but, you know, it's all about how you react to it. And it's a physical game. Again, these two teams don't like each other, and it, you know, was pretty quiet relatively in that first period. And then in the second is when all heck broke loose, and a lot of penalties there, and pushing and shoving and some chirping going on, and especially there at the end of that period as well. So third period, it's going to be chippy, it's going to be hard hitting, and it's going to be physical. And Metro just needs to A, stay out of the box, and B, keep playing. It's going to be a tough 20 minutes here, and your weekend doesn't get any easier tomorrow as you have a very short turnaround taking on UMass Amherst at 11:30 a.m. right here at the Ice Center. So things aren't getting any easier. You're trying to salvage a few more points here if you can. It's before regionals, just a couple of weeks away, and obviously got to wait for the standings to finalize before you know who you're playing, but I mean, it could be anybody from DU to CSU to before, but et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens here in the rest of this third period of play. Get you updated on the NFL scores as well. Rams with a 7-0 lead right now late in the first quarter. Patriots earlier today knocked off the Texans 28-16. New England travels to Denver next Sunday to take on the Broncos. And Jarrett Stidham subbing in for Bo Nix. On the other side of things here, the winner of the Rams-Bears game will take on the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle after the 41-6 win over the San Francisco 49ers last night. NHL, Avs are off today. They've got a 2 p.m. matinee game tomorrow against the visiting Washington Capitals, led by Alex Ovechkin doing his thing. 41 points on the year, and 20 goals on top of that. Games today, after 2 periods of play, the Red Wings tied things up. It's 3-3. Earlier today, the Lightning beat the Stars 4-1, and the Blues and Oilers getting underway here in just about an hour or so. We'll take one more quick break and come back, bring you third period action. It's going to be a good one here on Price Productions. Welcome back in, everybody, to the Ice Center at the Promenade here in Westminster, Colorado. I'm Drew Galliard. Alongside me here for this game this afternoon, on producing for me, it's going to be Claire Kostelnick. On camera, we have Isaiah Cordova and Courtney Whitlow helping out here as well. So we get ready for the third period of play. Metro State trying to destroy another 2-goal lead and trying to at least force overtime, get an extra point here. As I mentioned in that intermission report, it was all Metro in that second period until that late goal from a bad angle shot. And that's 2 goals that Loeffler, I think, wants back in this hockey game. But again, boys are buzzing. They looked really good in that second period of play. And all you got to do, you got to get one first. You don't need both right now. You got 20 minutes. Take your time. Play hard. Play well. You're back on your side where your bench is, so you're going to be able to change a lot easier. Granted, that goes both ways for GCU as well. But the big thing for Metro, stay out of the box. They've done a great job of it all weekend, pretty much. But especially right now with emotions running high. And you can tell players are locked in. Braden Olson for GCU just standing at the faceoff dot, staring down Metro State right now. He's ready to go. Players are ready to go. And Coach, he's not breaking eye contact, I'll tell you that. See, you have that, and then you have a friendly hello there from Hank Cash and Ethan Poole there in the left wing, just having a friendly chat. And we begin the third period of play. Metro going back right to left here. Sent in deep. Puck flutters back out to neutral zone. Knocked down by Piper. Still had to tie up. Sent in deep there by Schmitz. And back in behind the net. Piper picks it up once again. Centering feed, loose. Shot went low and wide. Rebound comes out. And Piper able to knock it up and finally out. Here comes Jensen over to Cash. Cash, left side circle. And we got a whistle here. as Kleiber covers the puck up. And also a big thank you to the GCU fans here in the stands that came over and kind of helped me out with some of the names. My apologies there to goaltender Quinn Kleiber. Been saying Kleiber, but appreciate it. And same thing in the chat. Feel free, call me out. I need it sometimes. The hard thing about these showcases are really, really fun. The hard thing is always don't have time to get pronunciation, so I do appreciate that very much. As Metro winning the face-off, trying to get a shot on goal. It was blocked by Tillinghast. Now in that far side corner, a couple of players tied up. Sit in on net, sharping a shot, rebound. Kicked away by Kleiber. Back the other way now, GCU with some speed. In over the middle, far side corner, kicked away. Near side corner, Tillinghast behind his own net. Coming away to play it. One-touch pass. Here comes Tillinghast with speed now. He's got McLeod. Tillinghast over the blue line. Right circle. Shot, save, the rebound drop right down. McLeod wasn't there quite yet. And we'll get a whistle here with 18:38 left to go. Metro trying to maintain a winning record here this weekend after the split on Friday and yesterday, beating Cal on Friday and falling in a tough one in Northeastern last night. And as I mentioned in the intermission report, things don't get any easier tomorrow. You're going up against a UMass Amherst team that's also been kind of up and down in this showcase this weekend, but still a very good team. Picked up GCU, rattles around the far side. Ethan Rose with the goal here tonight. Picks it up, sent up but not out. Side of the cage, GCU with it. Backhand, rolls across the crease. Another backhand, another save. And good on the defense there for Metro State. And Colton Gorsuch knocking it away. Back in the defensive zone. Brought back the other way. Colton Gorsuch with it. Gorsuch blocks it alongside the near boards here. Flutters in. Shakowski sends it in deep. Shakowski with the goal as well. Gorsuch ties his man up. The far side, they're still tangled up there in the corner. And Peterson sends it in deep. Chases his own dumping attempt. Far corner, Ethan Rose collided with the referee there in the corner. Glad everybody's okay on that one. And now back the other way for GCU. Owen Walsh with it. He'll send it in deep. No icing. Leffler comes out to play it. Leffler, excuse me, leaves it. Tipped all the way down by Nate Fricky. And just realized that the MSU club dance team's here in the stands as well. Good to have them out. As I mentioned there in the second period, a good crowd here. That's a shot off the bar. That's two now for Metro as Margolis had that top left corner and just couldn't find it. And Metro just trying to get some bounces their way. Down the near side, Petroto poked away, sends it up, and out to the neutral zone, chased after by Matt Clift. Then a deep glove down. Taken away. Cale Hall. Hall up to Jensen, makes a move. Jensen sends it in deep. It's blocked near the near side, up the far side now to GCU. A little backhand right in front of the score table there. Up to the blue line. Jensen with it now. Back over the blue line. Here he comes. Center ice. Matt Cliff, cross ice feed. Cliff, low shot, kicked away up the near side boards. Jensen, Waldorf, shot, goes low and wide. He's looking for a tip, nobody home. Back in the defensive zone. Tafoya drops it off for Clift. Clift tries to split the D. He does. Clift brought it in. Shot, rebound, save, score! Are they waving it off? No goal, but they are calling the hook, and Matt Cliff is upset, and rightfully so. What a move by Cliff to split the D. Takes it in, puck flies right up in the air. Metro fans are not happy. Coach Brady Reynolds pretty quiet right now. I'm a little shocked. Referees are conferring here. Clift's trying to state his case. I think he has a good case there. The puck bounced up off the goaltender, off Kleiber, hit the ice, poked in by Clift as the net came off. What's that, Isaiah? Well, and as Clift was going for it and smacking it in, that's when the net came off. And this is where you really wish that you had Toronto. You could go and get a replay. And still some discussion here. TJ McLeod trying to get an explanation. And still talking here. Well, fans, we'll take this break here. Tell you, for over 60 years, Long Building Technologies has delivered custom solutions to make commercial buildings more efficient, secure, and cost-effective. Get your building on a power play today. Visit www.long.com. And still a lengthy discussion here. Metro fans letting the referees have it here. But Roadrunners on their 5th power play of the night. Face off tied up in that near side corner. Now up along the boards. Sent up far side, Clift. No, he's going to be looking for one here as it's poked away out to the neutral zone. Clift settles it down. Backhand saucer pass. Tillinghast couldn't settle it. He'll retreat behind his own net here, try and set something up. 1:35. Here comes captain, TJ McLeod. Bad pass, stolen away, sent in deep. Luffler comes out to play it. We're going to change there for GCU. Down the near side, McLeod. We'll rattle it around the far side boards. Clift's there. Bad bounce, though, and sent all the way down. Lopes will complete their change here. Tillinghast in behind the net. Picks it up. And trying it again. Drops it off. Sends it in deep once again. Tomlin. Puck rattling on top of those boards there. Never seen that before. Tillinghast. Top of the point. One-timer shot tipped just wide. Picked up Peterson. Top point again. Down low. Peterson. Far corner. Peterson. Top of the point. Tillinghast. Right at the blue line. Right circle. Peterson. Low shot. Tip. Save. Rebound. Just wide. Oh, man. Another good opportunity there for Metro. 30 seconds left to go here on this power play. And they're getting chances. Tillinghast once again. Quarterbacking this. Takes it in. Looking. Turnaround shot. Goes low and wide. Foot race now. Peterson beats him there. Far side corner. Traveling up to the top and retreating out to the neutral zone there was Labulio. Speaking of which, Labulio with it. Up over the blue line. And Roadrunners 0 for 5 here this afternoon on the power play. In behind the net now. Another breakout coming for Metro. Off a stick. Up and out of play. And we'll get a whistle here. And fans, I want to take this time to tell you about a sponsor that really means a lot to me and the organization as a whole. And honoring the life and legacy of one of our own, Nick Bales. Nick created an apparel brand called BTR as a way of combating the challenges of mental health awareness, anxiety, depression, and suicide prevention. Will and Maria Bales, his dad and mom, turned BTR into a foundation, and through December 2025 have provided over 2,084 counseling sessions and contributed to over $176,000 to help those who cannot afford it. With over 170 plus student athlete seasons representing BTR, let's not lose one more individual. Visit www.broughttoreality.com. And chance now, Labulio, right circle shot, kicked away. Brought to Reality is a great foundation, And Will and Maria take the time to talk to every single one of these teams that come down here. It's another low shot tip just wide. And it's a great foundation, and especially Mental Health Awareness Month and ending the stigma, it's very important. And remember, you're never alone, and we're all on the same team. 12:30 left to go here in this third period of play. I also want to take this opportunity to thank you everybody who tuned in to the stream here this afternoon, participated in the chat. Also want to give a special shout out here to Jay, watching up in Greeley. Appreciate you tuning in, bud. My usual broadcast partner, actually, Jay Weber. Good guy. A little weird. Good guy. Love you, Jay. Face-off won by GCU. Tipped in there by Shekowski. Far side boards. Kicked in. Blocked. 12 minutes left to go here. Now the pressure's kind of getting a little bit more important. Clock not your friend as it approaches that 10-minute mark. Shot, kicked away, and the net comes off once again. And there's Clift. He's frustrated. And I don't blame him. He's got to be careful he doesn't get a penalty here. And Clift still having words there. Talking with Owen Walsh. I don't think they're talking about where they're getting dinner after this. Face off, tied up, won by GCU. Walsh sends it up. Piper picks it. Sends it in deep again. GCU, defensive zone. Got to press the forecheck here if you're Metro State. And over the blue line, that's going to be offside here with 11.5 to go. Shots on goal, 34-25 in favor of the Roadrunners. And once again, the MSU crowd loud and ornery as ever here. Face-off won by Metro. Back the other way, Labulio. Looking, low shot, kick just goes wide. Taken back the other way by GCU. 3-on-3. Right side, Walsh. Toe drag to the middle. Pickpocketed there. Now back the other way. Here comes Labulio. 3-on-3. Or excuse me, that is Captain TJ McLeod. Dodging a hit there is Tillinghast. Tillinghast coming in around the corner. Fluttering puck, top of the point. Right side, shot blocked in front once again. Sent out to the neutral zone and chased after by Gorsuch. We approach the midway point of this third period of play. Moving in front, kicked away. And we're going to have a whistle here as Tillinghast in that collision, his bucket came off. We'll have a face-off to the left side of Kleiber. Brandhorst talking to the linesman over there. Face off outside the blue line, right in front of the Lopes bench. Brandhorst lines up to take it. Tied up, won by GCU. Cross-ice feed in the legs there of Drew Robertson. Now here come the Lopes on a breakout. Right side. Into the circle, lost a handle on it, picked up Tafoya. Tafoya, cross-ice feed, looking for Rose. Rose, one-touch pass. Back Jensen. Jensen right circle, trailing was Peterson. Waldorf sends it into the feet there. Peterson, another shot, tip, goes wide. And we're here at the halfway mark. Battling for it, sent it up and not out. Rattles around the far side. And a collision there at the blue line. That's going to be a penalty. And Cooper Peterson having some words, and he's going to go for a trip. So second power play. Second power play of the afternoon here for GCU. And both fan bases here about as loud can be. And there's some discussion here on how long that penalty is going to be. Looking at the replay, looked to be knee-to-knee contact. So if you're Metro State and you're Coach Brady Reynolds, you're not very happy with this right now. You're going to be down for at least 2 and short one of your forwards here. And the referee's giving an explanation here. It's only going to be 2 minutes. It looks like it is going to be for a trip. GCU not happy about it. Let's go Metro chance coming on. And I think the referee's here just telling everybody, simmer down. We got 9:58 left. Nobody get hurt. And to your point, Claire, I think he's also saying, hey, this is the last small penalty here. Get it together. Like I said, these two teams have a little bit of history after meeting in regionals last year. And Metro with some work to do here. Face-off win by GCU. Far side circle, looking, shot on save. And now back we have a breakaway now. Here comes Clift. Clift down the center, looking, forehand, backhand shot, and a kick save. What a save there by Kleiber. And sent all the way down here, Piper. Far side corner, chased after is Busher. Busher's tied up there alongside Cale Hall. In the slot, shot went wide. Up the near side, Tillinghast. Another shot blocked in front. Good job by Piper. Sent up but not out. Kept in at the blue line. Kilgora, shot, kick save by Luffler. Piper chasing after it. Up the point, here comes Clift again. On his stick, not as much room. Right side, shot, shoulder save. Up at the blue line here. 50 seconds left on the power play. Good forecheck. Margolis there. A spinorama move by Dalton Mays. Mays with it, brings it over the blue line, drops it off. Kilgora sends it in deep. Mays again. Takes it far side corner. Up against the boards here. Passive box for MSU. Margolis is there. Shot, saved by Luffler. Goes wide. Picked up there by Willis. Willis now. Cutting towards the middle. We'll take it. Right side. Pass dropped off to Kilgore. Couldn't get a handle on it. Nice toe drag. Side of the cage. Trying to Michigan. And got knocked down. Top of the point once again. Kilgore with it to the slot. Shot blocked. And now back up and out of play. Or excuse me, out of the defensive zone. And that's going to do it for the rest of that power play. And we're going to have a cross check here. Who's this going on? It's looking like GCU. Yep, it is. It's going on number 28, Gannon Kilgora. 5'9" forward out of Milton, Wisconsin. He's headed to the box for a cross check, so 6 power play coming up here for Metro State. You gotta find the back of the net here. 8 minutes left to go. And unfortunately, goal differential is a thing. It's a contributing factor to the standings here. Because I know Coach Reynolds is really thinking, is it worth it to pull the goalie here or no, you know? Face off, tied up in that corner. Man taken down. GCU wants a call. They're not getting one. Tillinghast drops it off. Cash. No, that's McLeod. McLeod. Top of the left circle. McLeod trying to find a lane. Drops it off low. Cash. McLeod. Tillinghast with some space. Backdoor, shot, save, and kicked away. Cash with it. 3 high for Metro State. There's Clift. Take it right circle, tip attempt up and out of the zone here. 7:20 left to go in this one. It's not over yet. Metro's got to find the back of the net here. Sent deep, chased after by Clift. And a breakaway chance for GCU. Good back check there by Jackson Tillinghast. Great job. Got away with a small hook there. Tillinghast picks it back up. Minute left to go in this power play. And boy, these crowds are loud on both sides. We're right in the middle of them. McLeod with it. Brings it in over the blue line. Looking at a one-touch pass sent in by Cash. Comes free up the far side. Tillinghast, top of the point again. Far side, is Waldorf. Sent up and stolen away now by GCU once again. Braden Olson. McLeod's going to retreat. Home defensive zone, up off the near boards to Brandhorst. Brandhorst dodges a check. Brandhorst now bringing down the right-hand side. Looking for a trailer, nobody there. Up off the boards, sent in deep again. 6 minutes left to go, 8 seconds on this power play. It's stuck in the skates here. Sent up but not out. Nice job there at the blue line. I believe that was Henry Waldorf. And sent up and into the bench, now to play. Metro 0 for 6 on the power play here. Face off to the left of Kleiber. Margolis lines up. Picked up, one by GCU. In behind the net, Cameron Coach. Stolen, shot just goes wide. Oh, what an opportunity there for Nate Fricky. Still in behind the net, Fricky with it. Drops it off, low, turnaround shot, rebound, save. Still loose, shot off a body, up and into the netting and out of play. Boy, MSU can't buy a bounce here. Oh my goodness, shots 38-27 in favor of the Roadrunners. Face off to the right side of Kleiber. Jensen lines up for the face-off. One by Metro. Sent in deep up the far side. Jensen trying to get there. It's muscled up against the boards. Bouncing puck out to the neutral zone. Picked up. Jensen sends it deep. Jensen goes down there. GCU trying to break it out of their own zone. Flutters it up and all the way down. That'll be no icing. Gorsuch with it. Cash is there. Poked away. Matt Clift. Clift dumps it off behind him. Cash with it. Up the far side. Brandhorst. He'll dump it in deep. Or excuse me, that's Cooper Peterson. Cash there in the corner. And now back the other way. Foot race. Chikowski trying to get to it. Man taken down. That's going to be a penalty. And that was about as egregious of a call as you could have gotten. That was a hold on top of a hold. So a 7th power play here coming up for Metro. 4:32 left to go in the third. Face off left of Kleiber. Brandhorst lines up to take it. One by GCU. Sent up but not out. They finally get to it and do send it down on Loeffler. Loeffler comes out to play it. Leaves it, picked it up is Tillinghast on the right side. Good move there by Tillinghast. In over the center ice logo. Dropped it off, looking, short side, kick save. Good look there by Brandhorst. Minute 35, top of the point, Waldorf. Looking, Tillinghast, one-timer, didn't get all of it. Still up against the boards here on the near side. Comes free, Brandhorst uses his body, able to get to it. Tied up once again along the near boards. And still tied up there, finally comes all the way down. It's the one spot in the whole rink I don't have a clear view on. Waldorf dodges a check, trying to do it himself, send it back down once again. 55 seconds left, 3.5 to go here in this one. Luffler sends it up McLeod. McLeod up to Jensen. He gets his pocket picked there. And tagging up, here comes McLeod. McLeod, spinorama, misses. Tip, shot, save, rebound, another shot! And the net comes off once again. Good opportunities. Metro is just, again, not able to get any bounces their way. As we're going to have another whistle here. 3:05 left to go. And a timeout here. Metro State, we're going to take one with them here. 3:05 left to go. Metro trails by 2. We'll be right back here on Price Productions. Welcome back in, everybody. Still on power play here for Metro State. Won by the Roadrunners. See what Brady Reynolds drew up there during that timeout. 20 seconds left to go here. 7th power play of the afternoon for the Roadrunners. Tillinghast with it. Drops it off near side McLeod. Has to reverse his direction. Looking back to Tillinghast, top of the point. Drops it, McLeod has a lane. Backdoor shot, or shot attempt, excuse me. Cash couldn't pull the trigger on it. Top of the point once again. Tillinghast to McLeod. Both teams back at full strength. Shot goes wide. Kept in the zone though. Man out of the box. Tillinghast. McLeod has a lane. Looking. Toe drag. Shot. Gets knocked away. 2.5 left to go. And boy, Metro's doing everything right here in this game, especially in that second period and here in the third, and just can't get a bounce. GCU also has played very, very well in this one. Another bouncing puck back the other way. Tillinghast with it. 2 minutes left to go in this one. Tillinghast cuts to the middle. Dodging a couple sticks. Far side circle. Looking front. Backdoor. Fanned on. And a good look there. Top of the point again. Peterson. Low shot. Tip. Save. Rebound. Still loose. Side of the cage. And knocked away. GCU with it. Minute 45 left to go. McLeod sends it up. Looking for Fricky. Only home, 1.5 left to go in this one. Fans, stick around for the post-game show here. Get you caught up on everything in this game and give you a little bit of a preview for what's to come tomorrow morning, the matinee game. GCU over the blue line. Good defense, rolling in on Luffler. Sent up and all the way back out to the neutral zone. And GCU just trying to ice this one here. Good hit there by Braden Piper. 1 minute left to go in this one. Piper dodging another check. Far corner. Down the near side to the near circle. Little turnaround shot there by Busher. Nobody home. And Metro trapped in their own defensive zone here with 40 seconds left to go. Piper up off the boards. Flutters back in. Tafoya grabs it. Tafoya flubs it. 2-on-1 now GCU. Back door. Good defensive play there. I believe that was Jackson Tillinghast breaking up that 2-on-1, excuse me. 23 seconds left. Piper with it. Piper dumps it off. Brandhorst takes it wide, centers it, nobody home. Stolen away by GCU again. And a nice saucer pass just too far. Good collision right in front of us. 7 seconds to go. And tied up. One more shot. And they count that one. And it's going to break loose here. The TCU player, Braden Willis, do the Oklahoma Baker Mayfield celebration at center ice. And another classy move there by Wyatt Schmitz, pulling out the 6 shooters to all the fans here. I try not to touch on this too much, but you know, hockey is a very emotional game. I get that. That's terrible sportsmanship. And all I'm going to say about it is if you're the coach at GCU, you need to have a conversation with your players on that. That is so inappropriate. Looking up at the score sheet, doesn't look like they counted that last goal after all. It happened right at the whistle. And some words there to Foy. Boy, these two teams just do not like each other. We're going to take a break here before the post-game show. Get you caught up on everything and preview tomorrow's game here for Metro State. We'll be right back on Price Productions. Welcome back, and everybody, to the Ice Center at the Promenade here in Westminster, Colorado. I'm Drew Galliard. Tough one here for Metro State, and very emotional at that. Very physical as well. It's the kind of matchup these two teams kind of remind me of the Avalanche Red Wings rivalry back in the day. Going back to last year to regionals, these two teams just do not like each other, and it's very apparent. But always makes for a good hockey game, and at the end of the day, it's a sport, and you leave it all out on the ice, and you just kind of move forward here. Take you through the action from this one. Back in the first period of play, just 28 seconds in, Shaden Davis for GCU finds the back of the net, made it 1-0. Following that up, Ethan Poole got one at the 17:09 mark, and then 2.5 minutes later, Chase Lariviere, made it 3-0 after one period of play. Moving on into the second, though, TJ McLeod, the captain, on senior night, getting on the board, making it a 3-1 hockey game. And then 9 minutes after that, Ethan Rose able to find the back of the net off of a chance from Brandhorst and Cooper Peterson. But unfortunately, there was one final goal there with 26 seconds left, and that was from Corey Shakowski to make it a 4-2 game. Then there at the very end, after that scrum in front of the net, referees say the goal counted, didn't show up on the score sheet or the scoreboard, and they might retcon that tomorrow and make it a 5-2. But either way, Metro fell a little bit short here this evening, and all they can do here is try to salvage 2 more points tomorrow against a very good UMass team. Just a reminder, fans, that one is early. That is an 11:30 a.m. matinee start here at the Promenade. So please tune into that one as well. Playing UMass, ranked number 4. So it's going to be another good game. Last game of 4 games in 4 days. And talking with Captain TJ McLeod earlier today, it wears on you. And especially when you have back-to-back very physical and rough games like you did last night against Northeastern, tough 2-1 loss, and then you take on one of your biggest rivals here and another very physical game and a short turnaround for tomorrow. It's going to be a tough one, but flip side of things, UMass is doing that as well. They're having a quick turnaround. So trying to salvage 2 more points, but all that matters here is how many games you can win coming up in the regional matchup here and try to punch your ticket to nationals. That's coming up here in a couple of weeks. Want to say thank you so much to my producer here next to me, Claire Kostelnick, also Isaiah Cordova on camera, Courtney Whitlow up here helping out as well. Want to give big thanks to the MSU media team, digital media manager Brandy Rose, and photography and media Lexi Burns, Jaylee Kennedy, and Jake Kendall Perry for all of your hard work here, especially over this last weekend. That's going to do it for us here at the Ice Center at the Promenade. Once again, your final score, 4-2 in favor of Grand Canyon University over Metro State. We'll see you tomorrow morning. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great night.